All right, welcome back to the first ever Benedict's Baking Show. Today I am going to be making English muffins at the risk of pissing off my future wife, but I have a feeling when I shove a delicious bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on a very fresh English muffin into her mouth, that'll get her to shut the fuck up really quick, right? So, before we get going, the number one most important thing we have to remember is to get a little loose. You want to loosen up a bit. Baking is an art. But is also science, and for the most part you want to just be a little loose for it because in the end there will be mistakes and there's going to be a lot of flour everywhere. So I always like to start off with a nice little bit of rum, sponsored by the Bailey family. Of course I'm not going to be a savage. I'm not just going to drink my rum straight. I'm going to drink it with something that'll help boost the energy, which is going to be a nice double shot espresso. So my machine is warming up here. Let's move the camera a bit. Get a little closer here. Thank God for the magnet attachment. It does allow me to get some really good angles. So while that heats up, let's get some milk ready for steaming. I recommend a little bit of whole milk. You don't need don't need too much, just a tad. Maybe about a quarter inch to half an inch there. And then because I like my coffee, like I like my women, sweet, I add a little bit of Splenda to the milk, and for a little added flavor, a little vanilla extract, just a tad. There we go. Been using that heavily on the daily, much to my future wife's dismay. So spin that around a bit, let that go. While that's just sitting in a bin, this is still warming up. I'm gonna grab our diffuser here and put in a dual wall filter. Going to put on the double setting for the grind because it's a freshly ground coffee, and I let that do its thing. This is some delicious Pittsburgh fresh roasted coffee with hints of golden raisin, date, blueberry, and chocolate. Very delicious. All right, that's done here. Going to use my tamper, spread this out just a bit, and then we're going to tamp that down nice and easy. Just want to use the same amount of pressure each time you tamp it. Spin it a bit if you want to. Don't have to go too crazy with it. Tamp it again just to make sure. All right. Clean that off, put that back in, and we're going to set that up and prep our coffee mug. I don't have any espresso mugs or anything like that, so I'm going with my Harry Potter cup, which has been fantastic, especially since I do like a nice milky espresso, Americano, cappuccino. I don't know what the fuck they call these things. I don't care. It's coffee with a lot of delicious milk. So we're going to get the steaming rod going here. Turn that on. It's going to take a second too to heat on up. And while we wait, we shall sing the Elmo Brush Your Teeth song. Just joking. All right, this should be any second now. It's going to spit out some water. It's going to get the drips going on here. I have to see a doctor about that. Soon it's going to produce some nice steam. It's a very loud, annoying fucking noise. Here we go. It's being nice today. It's not giving me the screeching noise it normally does. Up and down. Don't want to keep too much towards the surface. That obviously causes some splashing, but at the same time causes the top to foam up way too much too quickly. So you want to spread the love, go up and down, get nice and deep in there with the rod, Giggity. And the air is already being saturated with the smell of delicious vanilla. This quarter of an inch, half an inch has now gone pretty much past the halfway point of this entire container. This means we are pulling the milk nicely. It is getting all frothy in there. Start to go more towards the top. That way I can create a nice foam top finish. Nice little happy ending. You want to wait for it. Once it really starts to foam up, you'll have like a few seconds. You'll start to see it. You gotta turn that machine off quick or you're fucked. I'll be ballsy with it. This thing's, oh, this is a good froth. Look at that. Oh man, this may be my best ever. Awesome. All right. This machine will take a couple seconds, and then it's going to allow me to make the espresso. Spoon out while we wait. Double shot of espresso. Now, if you do this right, you'll see the pressure here. It starts off slow, and if it's done right, it'll go into the espresso range perfectly in the middle. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Got that over here now. What this does, I usually like to clean off the steaming wand at least a little bit. Give it a full clean later. All right. So that is done. A nice, beautiful cup with a decent amount of crema on the top. All right. Now, I usually just add the rum at this point. It's feeling nice and tight, so let's add a healthy amount of that. I got nothing going on other than some work calls today. Don't tell Chris. Just kidding. All right. And then I usually will like to spoon it in and let it kind of hit the spoon and hit the side. That way it's kind of going nicely into the cup. And nice and slow, that way none of the foam comes out. Okay, perfect amount. Oh man, I've gotten good at this when it comes to at least the amounts. And then there's a ton of foam left over. Scoop that up, place that on top here. And then nice side ingredients, if you're feeling so inclined. A little either cinnamon sugar or cinnamon. I'm pretty much out of cinnamon sugar, so I'm going to use what's left in that because I'm not going too much anyway on the top. There we go, look at that. Nice and beautiful. Perfect. All right, let's pop that bad boy here. All right, so step one, it's a little angled here, sorry about that. Step one is complete. We have our spiked coffee. I'm going to consume this, and then I'll go over the ingredients list and the very important steps, obviously, for what needs to be done to get English muffins to be perfection. All right, we'll be back with you soon.